So what is all this craziness? I do not waste anything. So what I've done is I'm gonna use this broccoli later, and I've got these scraps. As you can see, I've got all these bags. I usually take all the scraps and I'm gonna put it in the bags. So if vegetables are gonna go bad, you can see I've got some whole peppers in here. I didn't want them to go to waste. I've got cucumbers, celery, green beans. There's zucchini. There's more green beans. There's broccoli. There's lemon from roasted lemon. All your onion peels. I even have corn on the cob. I cut the corn off of. I have cauliflower. I have herbs. You name it, it's in here. So what I'm gonna do with all of this, and mind you, all my vegetables are organic. So I have no preservatives in any of them. So instead of throwing this away and buying vegetable stock at the grocery store, we're gonna make vegetable stock. So I'm gonna take and dump all the vegetables in this big pot. And again, I keep all my onion skins. There's corn on the cob that was cut off, herb stems that I didn't use. There's roasted garlic, there's chilies, there's red onion, carrot, peppers. There's even some lettuce and cucumber in here because it's a vegetable and we're making vegetable stock. So as you can see, I have a huge pan and I'm gonna fill this up with water and put it on the stove. So I've got my pot and my vegetables on the stove. I've gone ahead and added some black cracked pepper. I just keep it in a little glass dish on the stove. And then I'm using Himalayan sea salt. Vegetables need a lot of salt. I've already added a bunch, but I wanted to add a little bit more. And the salt brings out the natural flavors. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some bay leaves and I'm gonna add these into my pot. I'm gonna take like 3, maybe, you know, because there's some small ones. And as you can see, it's a huge amount of water. And I'm going to now stir this all up and let it bring it to a boil, let it simmer for 3 hours or so. And then we'll drain it, strain it, and freeze it. So you can see this has been boiling. It's, you know, reducing. Vegetables are cooking. I want to just show you the color of this rich, amazing broth. We're gonna let it cook for a little while longer. It hasn't been quite 3 hours, but oh, that looks amazing. Tomatoes, mushrooms, onion, cabbage, celery, carrots, peppers, corn. I mean, you name it, it's a vegetable, it's in here. And then I do have some lemon because you always need a little citrus. So after you squeeze your lemons, throw a couple in there. Don't forget salt, pepper, bay leaves, and just let it boil and boil and boil and simmer. And you're just gonna have the most exquisite vegetable stock. So as you can see, we've strained out all the vegetables. I ran it through my strainer sieve once. Now I've double lined with cheesecloth, and the other half of Susan and John, he's gonna pour it through so we can get the last fine bits of the vegetable broth out so that it's just straight broth. As you can see, it's got a bunch of gunk in it, and this is why I use 2 things of cheesecloth and to strain it, because I don't want that in my vegetable broth. That is just all the leftovers from the veggies. Give a little squeeze, get the juice out, and I'm done. After I double strained it, I took 3 cups and put it in a Ziploc. Make sure you always date when you are making things, because obviously you want to use the oldest first. And so this right here is 27 cups, and I have, after you open it, you need to store it in something in your refrigerator. So this is an additional 3 cups. And then I have one that I'm going to use. So it's already in another cup. So out of all those vegetables, I just saved all kinds of money because I used what everyone considers as waste and scraps. And voila,